All right, hello and welcome. What the? Hold on. Yo, what happened to the server order? I went to click to make the private match, and the server region was set to Asia Southeast Mainland. And I don't think that's where we're going to be playing this game. For some reason, Asia Southeast and Asia Southeast Mainland are on either side of US East. And sometimes the region just changes. So, as always, good thing I paid attention to that. But all right, info has been sent out. Here are the scenarios for this week. New Mexico, weirdly, don't have any lose options to clinch. Like, they control their fate that they can clinch with a win in this game. But as far as I can tell, they can't clinch this week if they lose. And that's interesting to me. But who knows? Maybe I'll find something as the week goes on. Otherwise, Luxor also have a way to clinch. However, that does rely on New Mexico winning this one. And then 3 teams can be eliminated. They all need the same condition, which is a lose and a Honolulu win. However, for KC, being a game behind, that is lose or a Honolulu win. We can take a peek at Prism quickly, but don't want to take too long. OKC have a way to clinch. Havana have so many ways to clinch. Miami also can. And then Kyoto can be eliminated, and New York can be eliminated. No, they need all 3 to happen. If I don't say an and or anything, then they just need all 3. They need all 3 to happen. Yep, because tiebreakers and stuff. Basically, I think they lost to New Mexico, so I need New Mexico to win to get out of the tie, and they need Incheon to lose because they lost to Incheon. So basically, they beat a lot of the teams in that tie, especially if they beat Monarchs this week, but they lost to Incheon and New Mexico, and so they need those teams to split up and down away from them, is why that is the way it is. Rest are pretty self-explanatory. Monarchs in Luxor, one of them is guaranteed 4 wins, and so those bottom teams need Honolulu to not also win and be a 4-win team, because then they would be eliminated with 8 losses. So there you go. Let's move to these real quick, though. And I did show these again, but, we're in Pixel. It's rare that I'm the first game of the week, so, I'm just previewing it. Here's the schedule. That Mudcats game definitely circled for Lansing. Lansing also needs sub-games. Lansing needs sub-games. That needs to be said. They need to get 2 sub-games. We'll see if they have their sub for this game. Otherwise, they need it against the Mudcats, which is a little bit rough, but, but, however, they are number 1. They are clinched number 1, assuming they get those, of course. And then the Fallen, currently sitting at number 6, had a chance to clinch last week, but could not win. Have a chance this week, but now a really tough opponent next week as well. Honestly, I don't feel that confident about New Mexico making playoffs if they don't manage to pick up a win in these 2, and these are both hard games. I think the bottom teams could lose enough for them to still get in, but I don't know, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely a game New Mexico want to win. One Lansing don't have to win. It technically means nothing to them, but you did hear them say in the post-game interview last week they want that undefeated season, and that is totally fair. So we'll see. As we do have the other team joining, let's go look at these stats real quick, and then we can jump in, and I see something that I like. But quick here, your key players are Unfo and Neo. Of course, 9-0 versus 4-5. Let them know we are ready. And we can jump in. New Mexico, it looks like a 3-game loss streak. Lansing, of course, a 9-game win streak. I don't know why we're framing, but there is a Zoni in the game. Big. This is massive. I don't know why we're kind of framing right now, but hopefully that can nod, as that shot a little bit high from Skull. Lansing do need 2 sub-games. This one will be 1 once the game completes. I said, like looking at sub-games and stuff, I have pointed out I wanted to see them get this. And I also pointed out I really hope that they had their sub this week, because Missouri are a team who have been really bad about scheduling, as that one may be in for a MERS, and it is. 1-0 Fallen. 35 seconds in, New Mexico take the lead, and it's a solo play by MERS, although actually big help from Koala bumping out Unfo, but unassisted pass-wise on that one. But yeah, Warriors play Mudcats next week, and while that should be an easier one to win with a sub, that one I feel much less confident you can actually schedule around having your sub. So happy that we have Zoni here. We'll see if they get the 2 games in, but meanwhile, Skull has tied the game. Just gets over Koala, gets around Neo. They both try to rush back, but not able to get there in time, and Skull does make it 1-1, tying things up here. Now this one played forward again. MERS trying to follow it. Now down into the corner. Unfo playing it. Bump on MERS. Neo's there. Just blocked by Skull. Now Zoni trying to wait under it. Koala able to get it off the corner. Skull long clear downfield. Around the outside. Popped up in the air. MERS down the sideline. Zoni waiting. He'll play it into the corner. Neo off the side. Unfo there. There's the lead. Unfo puts the Warriors ahead. Concede first, but don't stay behind for long. A good demo on the other side there, a trade of demos even. And a good finish as well by Unfo. It starts to get insane for the Fallen if they lose this one, which I think they're pretty clearly the underdogs, but who knows, especially again, Lansing do need those sub-games. Maybe that could be a window in, but as of now, they are still losing, as Skull is just gonna find a third. Just played off the corner, popped forward, and then Skull flips it past Mers right down into the corner. Yeah, if they had the pink secondary color, it would be... That's crazy, Lemon, by the way. This one up in the air, played forward into the corner. Unfo trying to center it out again. Unfo a big win, low boost. He'll try to shoot, drop down. Koala retreating, but does have the save. Mers now picking it up. He'll take it around the corner, gets around Skull. Zoni trying to dive in. Koala gets it over him. Now this one off the back wall. Koala's there. 1 goal game. Lemon, it's just because they were really mechanical and really fast, and that's hard to play against. Koala, good finish on that one. Like, a lot of the mid teams and even the top teams just really struggle to play against that, and so they won a lot of games. This one now popped forward. Koala trying to follow it, but it'll get away, and Skull has a free clear away. Now Mers trying to drop it back again. Mers, low boost, able to fake out one, able to dunk a second, not on target. It could set up Neo on target. Unfo, the lightest save. Koala moving in, can't quite find the shot, and it'll stay a Warriors lead for now. Another one pinched around the outside. Unfo, another pop up on the 50. He'll stay behind it, using a lot of boost here. He's out, so he'll fake low, but Mers able to get the 50 away. Now Skull off the corner again. Now up to the ceiling, dropping down. Mers up off the backboard. Now Unfo up in the air. Drop down again. Now into the corner again. Dropped across. Close, but not quite in. Unfo trying to pop it out again. Now off the backboard, bouncing away. Mers gonna pop it up in the air. Koala gonna get it away. Zoni. That one taken back off the corner. Now cleared downfield by Unfo. Caught by Neo. Unfo. This one across the center. Mers able to get it back. On the outside, Mers gonna pinch it out in front, but just cleared away. Neo up in the air again. This one off the corner, bouncing across, but cleared out. Koala gonna pop it up. Zoni trying to get it forward. Now Koala off the backboard. Unfo, a long clear downfield. Zoni gonna follow it. Now Mers on the outside again. Skull off the backboard, bouncing away on that, but not quite sent in. Good clear away by the Fallen. They still need to score. This one's centered, but Zoni, a great clear, buys a lot of space. Skull another shot. Koala able to parry it out. Zoni down up the corner. Unfo moving in, gonna 50 it, but it just goes back. Right back at Skull. He'll play it off the corner. He'll try to get a center, but cut away well by Mers, and the follow-up pinch makes Unfo awkward. Unable to jump though. Zoni free shot. Sent away by Neo. Now Neo gets the read and is just gonna tie it all the way downfield. Neo, the steal, the pop, the bang, and the goal. Fallen not going down without a fight. And that fight coming from Neo on that one. But it is still a tie, not a lead. Haven't been able to get a lead since it was 1-0. Mers trying to follow it. Even 50, but a little bit backwards. Neo can't time it. Just misses. Now Mers will fake. Didn't want to center it. Zoni trying to center, but Mers right position ability to block. Now this one popped out to Skull. He misses though. Mers, free shot, and it's gonna go in. Zoni did not have enough boost, and it's a big overcommit. Skull, full tank of boost, just misreads it, and Mers's pop goes in. Fallen lead, 25 seconds to go. Now this one played forward. Unfo not going to get there. He's only going to let it back. Mers off the post. Unfo trying to pop it away. Makes it awkward for Skull, though, and Koala's able to dive in. Now off the corner. This one sent out by Zoni. Neo. Skull going to play it in. Skull trying to follow it. Unfo going to pick it up. High shot as they try for the 0-second heroic. Zoni up high in the air. Unfo has to look for a pass. That touch light. And Neo beats him there. Fallen are 1-0 up. I don't know exactly why we couldn't see the cars there, but you know. As let's see what I did. I did a bad with labeling the teams, but that's okay. You've seen the stats for plenty long enough. And now I'm holding everyone up because I'm slow to do this. Because I was staring at... I accidentally wrote Lux instead of NMF. And so it took me a minute to like think about that and be like, huh? But we got that corrected. We're good. We got the map changed. We're good. And we do have Zoni staying in. So we'll see if Corvus is available to step in for Game 3 onward if needed. But at the very least, after this game, Lansing will be officially guaranteed a playoff spot. Unfo gonna win this into the corner. Murs trying to get it around the outside, gonna fake it back down. Popped up to the ceiling. Murs gonna center it out, running low on boost, but Neo gonna pick it up. Skull wide forward. Now this one falling down. Skull trying to cut, but Murs gets it away. Murs down off the ceiling. Koala moving in. Demo comes through. Now falling down again. Big miss there by Neo. Zoni trying to pop it up. I mean, to be fair, LZ, everyone has taken a game off Lansing. Like, I think their sweep over Inchin last week was like their first sweep as a 9-0 team. This one centered out. Also, yeah, Fallen were good, but they've lost 3 in a row to be 4-5. So this one played forward. That one back down the sideline. It gets over Zoni. Unfo trying to pick it up. He misreads it too. Zoni needs to clear and does get a good one. Might need a follow-up. Won't get it, but that's a good demo. Unfo no boost, trying to play a 50. Murs just takes it away, but low boost himself. Still, though, that touch from Unfo hits it away from Skull. That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair, but Fallen have been good despite recent results, and Lansing are a team that do not sweep. They just win every game. This one played forward. Skull gonna send it out the other way. Koala trying to win it forward. Now Zoni, quick shot, but Murs able to react and send it away. This one on. Unfo shoots. Murs saves it away again. Murs trying to get the touch. Not able to. Koala going to win it forward. Zoni just going to send it out the other way. Scoring deadlock so far here on DFH. And first goal could matter. Lansing, of course, I don't know. I will say it is just these 3 in the Team VC. So this might just be Lansing's roster, which is respectable. And they definitely want to win this one. That could be a start from Unfo. He'll send it downfield, but Neo just able to get that catch away. Now Murs cuts it past the last. Zoni gets beat. Unfo needs to get back, but Koala's shot not going to threaten him. Still, New Mexico can start to set up some pressure. Neo going to try to take control of this one. Off the right side, this one to the backboard. It'll fall back down. Unfo back into the corner again. Now Murs off the backboard, but no one there. There's only another long clear. Up forward by Neo. Skull just going to send it right down the middle. Koala up towards the ceiling. Now another one tapped there by Unfo, but falls back down to Murs. He'll try to win it in. New Mexico really just kind of been winning this one so far. A lot more pressure. Just haven't been able to get that goal. Neither have Lansing, though. This one completely even officially, but Unfo, a big shot saved by Murs again. Manages to keep it out. Murs has been huge for this team all season as this one 50'd up off the backboard. It's Neo up for it, and it's Neo to give them the lead. Koala the 50. Neo, the guillotine drop down. Unfo cannot reach it. And it is 1-0 Fallen. with only 1:42 to go. No, messed up kickoff by Skull, going to give control back into the yellow half. Or tan half, something like that, one of those colors. But a good play by Unfo to get it out again. Now Neo still behind it, popped forward, but Skull able to cut it out the other way. He'll try to go for an air dribble here, but does run out of boost eventually. Mers touch a little bit heavy. Unfo only able to stall it though, and Mers will get a clear from there. Koala chooses to go for demos. Skull just plays it to the sidewall. 70 seconds to go. Lansing still searching for that first goal. As Skull, that catch might have taken it from a teammate as it was Unfo diving forward. Zoni might need a big play here. Able to get 150. It's another light touch. Could have messed something up, but Neo still does pick it up. He fakes a second, trying to 50 the third, but Zoni able to dive back in again. Now dropped across. Skull not able to find that one. Murr's going to play it safe. Knows he doesn't need to overcommit. Another fake challenge. Still gets beat, but Neo backs him up. Now an awkward touch by Zoni, picked up by Unfo. Unfo wins the 50. Neo grabs the corner, gets beat. Unfo dropping down, doesn't have a shot, and Koala gets it away. Now popped up to the ceiling again. Mers still going to follow it downfield. Zoni looping back. That one an awkward pinch to the backboard. Unfo able to get it away. 20 seconds left to go for Lansing. Missed there, popped back. Mers still following. Into the corner again. Mers popped down. Koala diving forward. Just pinched out. Skull and Unfo both there. Unfo giving the save, but they do need a goal. Time expiring. Big win for Mers. Might just die. Still floating. Double demo. Open if they score. They don't, but they do get the win. And the Fallen are on match point. Not a dominant game, but they were the team with the majority of the pressure. And they were the team to come out with the win. As we're going to be going to Beckwith for Game 3. And it is Lansing it's Lansing needing a reverse sweep. And you see Shade in the chat. This is not an unfamiliar position for the Warriors. Reverse swept Luxor a couple weeks back. Gonna need to do the same thing here. Of course, do not have their main roster for this one. It is Zoni in, and there is no player change to help them out. But they played both games close. And they need to get another. Find that final step up, but Mers early shot again. New Mexico starting out so confident. And we've seen Mers just be that fast player, causing problems, hitting these shots. And it definitely has been a problem that Lansing have struggled to deal with. Is Skull going to get a free touch here? Koala demo on Zoni. Mers trying to catch it down. Doesn't have much boost. Able to get a couple touches, though. And Unfo not able to hit it too far forward. Neo pinches it over him, but it's free for Zoni, who finds Unfo. Now pinch right back to Neo, and he'll just send it down to the corner. Skull, high pop. Demo comes through on Neo. Skull trying to 50 it, but Mers just pops it over him. Now Zoni overruns it. Unfo, touch over one, trying to cut back in. Mers still no boost, just trying to win it into the corner. But no one ready for a quick follow-up. This one up towards the ceiling again. This one going to fall down from Skull. Mers now going to win it forward. Mers another shot, but blocked by Zoni. Lansing stuck completely on defense. But they are managing to hold on so far. This one up towards the ceiling again. Neo trying to follow it. He'll center it across. Mers jumping up. Panda. I can tell you why Zoni is starting. They still needed 2 sub-games. That's what I was about to say. It seems like they scheduled a time for Zoni to be there, and they needed that because they play Mudcats next week, and they still needed 2 sub-games. And what you would think Mudcats are a worse team, I don't trust them scheduling, as Koala scores again. Koala gets one touch forward. Unfo tries to give space, but it's too much. Skull can't get there, and it's 1-0 Fallen. Yeah, it's a Mudcats team who could be eliminated going into that game and have already been bad bad for scheduling. At least like they schedule the like Thursday for the last like 4 weeks. I would not trust needing to schedule around a player. Now, this one gonna drop down into the corner, or at least not trust them not forfeiting. This one popped up to the ceiling by Mers. Koala trying to follow it, doesn't have that last touch. Now Zoni still under it, out of boost, just trying to pressure, but Neo drops it down off the side. Skull trying to center it across, dropping down. Unfo's there, blocked by Koala, still on the doorstep. Zoni gets a dunk, but it's out to the side. Skull misses the mid boost as well, and it's a free clear for Koala. So only to the mid boost, but Skull misses. Unfo not a very good touch. It is to Skull, but his touch light as well. This one now back towards Zoni. Popped up off the sidewall. Zoni gonna touch it forward again. Out towards the corner. It'll bounce down. Neo gonna pop it up. New Mexico kind of getting pushed back there, but not many full shots coming through, and they're just gonna score. They finally get a clear, and immediately it's just a dunk by Neo right into the net. No one in the net, no one able to jump to pressure. Neo just hits a good angle and puts the team 2-0 up. Misread there by Zoni. Teammates back him up though, and it is back to a 1-goal game. Unfo does make it 2-1. Zoni the fake, Neo the misread. Both players go. Skull definitely a bit of a pull shot on that, but it's perfectly placed bottom left, and it's a 1-goal game again. This one out to the right side. Lansing still trailing, 2 minutes to go. This one off the corner. Neo a big miss, but Mers is there. Not the best clear though. Skull and Zoni run into each other. Neo sets up Skull. A misplay on the defense, and it is tied back up. Lansing managed to score 2. I totally understand it for Neo. That one might have been on target, or at least hard to tell. He tries to panic. It would have been off target. Neo did not own goal, but it wasn't far enough away, and Skull just happened to be lurking. Now up to the ceiling. 90 seconds to go. Lansing a sudden burst of life. Neo gonna get a big pinch. Skull trying to get it away. Lansing do have 2 straight goals, but they need another to take this game. New Mexico still very possible they can recover and get the sweep here. Now played forward. Mers trying to win it forward. Zoni an awkward touch back. Skull is there. He'll bang a shot. Mers just barely saves it. That got a little close, but now he's removed. Cleared forward by Unfo, but Neo gets back in time. Now off the sidewall again. Neo pops it forward. Zoni gonna win it forward. Koala just freely into the corner. Now a double demo for New Mexico. I forgot the team, but Mers remembered how to shoot, and Mers puts the Fallen ahead. Synchronized double demo. Zoni nowhere near the net, and it is open for Mers. 45 seconds, all that Lansing have. This one played forward. Koala trying to drop it down. Neo diving. Skull gonna win it. Mers alone. This one will take time to develop though. Skull overruns it, and Koala gets a clear right behind Unfo. Zoni's pop right back into Koala. Well, only 1 touch. Unfo trying to win it forward. That one could be right at Neo, and he will just parry it right back towards the net. Skull block off the backboard. 20 seconds. Drop down. Mers up off the backboard. Bouncing out again. 15 seconds. Zoni does win it forward. Controlled by Neo. Popping out. Unfo too slow. Goes even on the 50. Neo a big clear. That one is just in. 4-2. Neo, big clear forward. Skull tries to clear it, but only helps it in. And with 7 seconds to go, it is going to be a New Mexico Fallen sweep. Of course, it means nothing. This game was only a win for Lansing. Like, let's be completely real here. Let's be real. Lansing still won this. Like, their undefeated dream dies, but they finally guaranteed playoffs. and they're still guaranteed the number 1 seed. Like this means nothing for them. This means everything for New Mexico. It doesn't mean much for the Warriors. So I'm gonna just continue to say that. Obviously, the team did say, "Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna try for undefeated." All of that. I do not care. This game means nothing to them. So it does mean there are no undefeated teams left in the 8-bit league, but that's how it goes. Let me message Neo, and we'll see if we have an interview. I would imagine so. It's a big win, but I'll wait to make sure. And yep, we're going to be good, so I'll be back in just a moment. And we are now back with the sweeping New Mexico Fallen, handing Lansing their first loss, clinching playoffs. Massive win. How's it feel?
I think that makes us the best team in the league, right?
I think
that's
that's
how
how that
power
works.
rankings work.
I think so.
That's how
Yeah.
power rankings work.
Yeah, those power rankings go straight up, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, you beat them, so you have to be the top team, right?
Yeah, facts. That's how it works.
King of the Hill.
Although, what does that mean about the 5 teams? Nah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Teams that beat
Nothing
you,
else.
teams that beat you did not beat Lansing.
Recency bias. Recency bias.
Exactly.
Bias.
Teams that beat you don't matter. You beat Lansing, no one else has. Best team.
Yep. Exactly. That's all that matters. Nah, I mean, we know they needed sub games. We joked about forfeiting and getting the team next week to forfeit against them so they wouldn't make the playoffs just because it'd be funny.
I was really worried because Missouri would be a team that they would really struggle to get those games in against. But
as an owner, I can only joke about such things. Now,
it would have been really funny if that.
It would have been. Every season, there's a one team in it that still needs to sub games. It's like, well, it would be funny.
So we had a pretty good idea that they're probably playing the sub tonight, which is what it is. They got the number 1 seed locked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all they needed was a sub games.
But we took advantage. So is what it is.
Absolutely. I will also ask, looking at your schedule, you do play the Bandits next week. Could still be a game that matters for seeding.
And they're good now.
Yeah, definitely.
They sucked in the beginning of the season.
True. Then they traded that Panda guy, and
well, we all knew that was the secret sauce.
Yeah. But you guys feel like you're gonna win that one?
It should be a good game. If we play how we're capable of, we can definitely beat them for sure. We just have to play that, to our strengths and to our abilities, such as Rocket League.
I think we started building on our foundations over again, and we're starting to play more like a team again, which is helping us a lot. And I'm glad that we are improving even more, even though we only have one more game left. But even still, I'm really happy seeing our improvement as a team and everything.
Well, one more game than playoffs, so you want to be playing your best before playoffs.
Well, absolutely. But it's nice seeing the growth and everything.
If we can go into the playoffs beating the Bandits, it'd be good momentum for the playoffs for sure.
Absolutely.
So that's it.
Yeah, well, congrats on the big win. Obviously, like you said, not the main roster, not the full roster for the Warriors, but hey, ended their undefeated streak. Big win for you guys. Big win for Luxor. Allows them to still be able to clinch this week for now. So congratulations again. Good luck in that next week game. Any final thoughts before you head off here?
No, I just wanted to say thanks for the short notice and casting this for us too.
And GG's and Doggo's the GOAT.
All right, love to hear it. Well, GG's again. Good luck.
Later.
All right, yeah. I mean, what a result. Not what I expected. I think we have seen them lose with Zoni at times before. Obviously, Zoni is a very good player, but he is coming in as the fourth for the team. Not the roster that I'm sure they would prefer to play with, but like we said, they needed to. And there was jokes. I was genuinely concerned about if they still needed those sub games going into the Mudcats game. But they get him out of the way. They're still guaranteed number one. The undefeated streak ends, but you can deal with that, you know? So that's all right. But congratulations to the Fallen. I guess I should show that. I didn't do that because, go straight to the interview. But that's the thing that happened here. Yippee. Yeah, I thought they were going to lose, and I wasn't sure they were going to make it if they lost. And I thought they might have lost. So there you go. We'll go back to these. Of course, New Mexico going to become green there. They'll have clinched. Luxor need those three things to happen in order to clinch. That is one of those three down. Means nothing for the lower teams there because they can't catch up to New Mexico. But actually, they can. They could have. But it doesn't eliminate them because they already have 4 losses or 4 wins, But there you go. So that is now 6 teams clinched in the Pixel League. 6 of 8. So 2 left to be determined. And it is between Luxor, Honolulu, Mississauga, Missouri, Incheon, KC. Realistically, KC play Erie this week. They're probably out. Incheon and Missouri play each other. Loser of that is probably out. Then I think, realistically, Honolulu play Deadwood and KC. That's tight. I think winner of Luxor Mississauga this week is in. Loser fights Honolulu for the last spot. That's what I'm thinking. I don't see Incheon making it back from 2-7. I mean, they can get a big win this week. Good chance they're in a 3-way tie for it after this week. And I guess actually, who do they play? Who do Incheon play? They play the Monarchs. Ooh. Yeah, that might be tough for you, Panda. You might need to win. You might need to win this week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because I think Honolulu get one more win. And so I think you might need to win this week, and then the last week matters a lot less for you. You can eliminate Incheon in week 11, but that's tough. Because I think Honolulu lose this week, win next week. And then if you end up in a 2-way tie, that's real bad for you. Especially because you would have lost to Luxor too, so that doesn't help you. Yeah, I think it comes down to if the Monarchs win this week, they're in. And I think Luxor probably make it too. Although they play in Erie in week 11, that might be fighting. I think winner of Luxor Mississauga is probably in. And then the loser has a really difficult time, and it might be between Honolulu and Incheon instead. So, that'll be a lot. This should be an interesting week, and we'll follow it. Of course, all the games will be streamed here. A lot of those aren't scheduled yet. A lot of games are scheduled yet. I believe there's one scheduled for tomorrow night. That is LA versus Florida. That we'll see. A couple more throughout the week. I think Lincoln OKC scheduled for Wednesday. And after that. But we'll see. But yeah, that will do it for tonight. I'm just rambling about playoffs and stuff, which there's a lot to talk about. It's very complicated. I will say, let's throw it back to this real quick. I find it really funny how easily Havana clinch. Like, this isn't all of their ways, by the way. Like, yeah, they win. Like, there are 4 different games that can clinch them there. But even those are exaggerated. Because looking at it, if Havana win 2 games versus Vinland, or New York lose 2 games versus Houston, they clinch. So they have 4 different games, and even those they don't need to fully win. New York don't need to fully lose. So I don't think there is any way that, yeah, they can't catch up to you, Skull, anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like I said, you guys did lose, but you got your sub games, and this game literally meant nothing to you. So that's how it goes. But anyway, I'm going to wrap things up because I have been gambling about, let's go gambling. I've been rambling about a lot of playoff stuff here, so just gonna wrap up the stream for now. But that will do it. Your final score again here: New Mexico Fallen 3, Lansing Warriors 0. That does it for tonight. Like I said, a couple more games throughout the week, at least one tomorrow, one Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned, but we'll see you then.